Have you ever prayed for something, believed God for it, and then the moment nothing changed, your confidence collapses? One day you trust God completely, the next day you feel like nothing is working. And if you're honest, it's not that you stopped believing in God, rather your faith just keeps shifting in the situation. Well, the Bible has a name for this, and it's very serious. James chapter 1 says, "A double-minded person is unstable in all their ways. Not some ways, not spiritual ways only, but all their ways." So today, I want to show you what double-mindedness looks like in real life and what God actually calls you to become instead, so that your faith becomes steady, strong, and unshakable. The Bible in James 1:6-8 says that a person who doubts is like a wave of sea, tossed, unstable, and inconsistent. Double-mindedness makes you live like God is changing with your circumstances. Let's break it down practically. Number 1, wavering between faith and doubt. For example, you pray for a job, but after only one rejection, you say, "Maybe God isn't helping me." A double-minded person will trust God in prayer but panic after results. But the mindset God expects is, "Even though I don't understand what is happening, I believe God is still working." Number 2, easily influenced by circumstances. Another example is when business is good, you pray. When it drops, you stop praying. John chapter 14 verse 27 says, "Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." For a double-minded person, mood decides fate. But God expects your fate to decide your mood. Number 3, divided loyalty. For example, you want God's blessing, but you still choose sin, compromise, or dishonesty when it benefits you. Matthew chapter 6 verse 24 says that no man can serve two masters. You see, for a double-minded person, it is God plus worldly competition. But the mindset God expects is God first, God always. Number 4, spiritual instability. Example, one week you're on fire for God, but the next week you disappear because you feel off. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 says, "God has not given us the spirit of fear." A double-minded person is constantly driven by emotion, but what God expects is faith and discipline. Number 5, inconsistency in purpose. Example, you start something God expects from you, but you quit every time it gets hard. Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 says, "Do not grow weary in doing good." A double-minded person starts strong but quits quickly, whereas God expects us to stay faithful even when we experience delay. Number 6, seeking God without full surrender. Example, you pray for God to bless your life, but ignore His instructions. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6-7 says, "Be anxious for nothing." A double-minded person wants God's help, not God's rule. But God expects us to trust Him. The expected mindset is, "Lord, not my will, but yours." Here is what double-mindedness really is. It's not just doubt. It's a divided heart trying to live in two different realities at once. But God is calling you to do something better. A mind that is steady, a heart that is anchored, a faith that does not move even when circumstances move. Because the truth is this: God is unchanging. Then your faith should stop changing with your situation. So today, Don't just ask God to change your situation. Ask Him to make your heart to do what He expects, because that is where stability begins.